if you are new here, my name is Shaneria. This is Talking Crime. On this channel, if you like drama, you like tea, heck, if you just like to hear somebody else's story, this is the channel for you. If you are returning, you know how we like to do it. Let's get straight into today's reaction video.
And then BAM! She got hit by a big ass truck. What?
Okay, I just want to start off by saying, because I know I see like a lot of comments saying that I'm trying to use my mom's death to get clout. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. I am a living testimony. This is my testimony, and I'm finally being able to tell my side. I never told my side, and I'm letting the truth out, start to finish, from the beginning. Everybody thinks it all happened that day. It did not happen that day. This was something that was ongoing, that transpired. This was continuous for days before it led up to what happened, and I'm gonna tell it all from the beginning. So it all started with me being pregnant. Yes, I was pregnant. I was very young. I was only about 19, and it was something that was very new to me, something very fresh. And the two girls that I posted in the TikTok are my sisters. One of them is my younger sister, the other is my older sister. Me and my older sister have the same mom, and me and my younger sister have the same dad. Me and all my sisters lived with my dad. So one day I came home from work early, and because I was feeling sick, so I came home from work early, and my older sister was home. She was home, and she asked to hold my phone because I believe her boyfriend had broke her phone and she had to call out of work. So she asked to hold my phone. I gave her my phone, and I just went in the other room to go to sleep. In the midst of me going to sleep, she had my phone for about like 45 minutes. I didn't really care that she had my phone. And then she, like, I guess when she got off the phone, like, I don't know, in that time frame when she was going through my phone, I guess, because she called my name like all of a sudden, like really loud, and I woke up. So I woke up, I was like, what? And she was just like, oh, never mind. Like, she said it in a way like she knew something, which I know that I was pregnant, but I didn't tell anyone. I told my friends that I was pregnant. I told my boyfriend at the time that I was pregnant. I wasn't planning on keeping it. It was an option to keep it, but I was not too sure on keeping it because I was, again, 19. I didn't have nothing. I lived with my dad. Didn't have no car, so I was not thinking about kids at the time. So fast forward, she went through my phone. I had a feeling she went through my phone. She didn't say, oh, I went through your phone. And a couple days later, like, it was me, her, and my sister. We were at the house. And we were all hungry. So we were like, oh, I'm hungry. What are we finna eat? And so I was like, I'm finna order me something to eat. So I said, I'm ordering something to eat. So that means say you want something to eat, or order you some food too. Like, they didn't say nothing. So I ordered me some food. I got my food. And when I got my food, they're like, oh, you so fake. How you gonna order you something to eat? Or that's nothing. Da, 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 da. I'm like, my man paid for this. So I was like, oh, now I said I was ordering food. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I had ordered Hooters. I got my food, and when I got my food, they started saying like, oh, I'm fake and stuff like that. My younger sister decides to just put her hand in my food. Like, she didn't ask, she just shoved her hand in my food. That's rude. So I got mad. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I don't even want the food no more. Like, I was so mad. So she was there. My older sister was like, oh, why you so effing mad about some food? It ain't even that serious, da, 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 and stuff like that. So, like, they both getting mad. They're like, exactly, like, what you mad about food for? Because I can be mad about food. So they end up both going in the room, and when they went in the room, they closed the door and they were talking. My older sister ended up telling my younger sister that I was pregnant. So a couple minutes later, they come out of the room, and then they just stand in front of me while I'm on FaceTime with my friend. They stand in front of me, smiling, and my younger sister's like, oh, we want to ask you a question or whatever. And I was like y'all aggravating me already, like, just leave me alone. They're like, oh, we can't ask you a question. So my younger sister is like, oh, I can't ask my big sister a question, like smiling, like, or whatever. So I'm like, what? So she was, and then it was just like, oh, we just want to know if you're pregnant. And I was like, why does it matter? And like, is nobody concerned? Like, what? Why y'all asking me? So it was like, oh, we just want to know, whatever. So my friend I was on the phone with, she knew that I was pregnant, and she was like, I don't have to tell them S or whatever. And then they went to snapping on my friend, saying, oh, you fat B, you this, you that, will whoop your A, and stuff like that. So my friend went to snapping back to defending herself, and I just said, y'all need to chill out. And then I was like, I'll just call you back later, and I hung up the phone with my friend. I never took anybody's side, because one, they were wrong, because they didn't have to snap on her, and it's not their business to be asking me. If I don't want to tell them, I don't have to tell them. So they were mad about that. Now we got into it or whatever. Then my sister was mad. My dad was out of town, so like my sister was like the designated driver that week while he was gone, and she was supposed to take me to work. She decides to call my dad like, oh, I'm not taking her to work, she gotta find her own ride, and upset. So my dad's like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, ask Dad, like, she gotta tell you. So my dad called me, and he's like, what's going on? So I end up telling him what happened, and I was like, they asked me a question, and I didn't want to answer the question. So my friend said something, and they got mad, and they all started snapping or whatever. So he's like, what is the question? So I was like, they asked me, was I pregnant? And I ended up telling my dad, yeah, I was, like, that's what it was or whatever, and stuff like that. He was very understanding. And then when I told my dad or whatever, but I just felt like she tried to put me on the spot. She tried to make me talk about something that I didn't want to talk about, something I was still unsure about. And like she tried to make me snitch on myself to my dad, basically, is how I felt. And mind you, that's not even her dad. Me and my younger sister have the same dad. That's not even what. But anyways, yeah. So a couple days later, like, they had an attitude from there on, because they said I didn't defend them, and I let my friend talk to them any kind of way. Y'all talk to my friend any kind of way too. So like every other day would be something. They'll say little slick comments, and I would either just leave to go to my boyfriend's house at the time, or I just wouldn't say nothing. I just was letting them, like, basically try to bully me. And that I was like in the midst of changing, because the old me, it would have been on and popping. As soon as you thought you was gonna bully me. But I was becoming a bigger person, so I wasn't saying nothing, and I was getting fed up at some point. I was getting fed up, and I was telling my dad, like, you know, like, they got one too many times to keep trying me, or it's gonna be a problem. And he was like, oh, he's very proud of me for being a bigger person and everything, like, you know, just keep it up. I tried. I really tried, to the point of like he even had a talk with us, like a couple of days. He had a talk with us and was telling them, like, you know, lose your attitudes, it's not that serious. They were still mad. Like, they were still mad, especially my older sister. My older sister was furious, basically. Why? I have no clue, but she was very mad. My younger sister was mad, but not as mad as my older sister. Now a few days had went by. I went to my boyfriend's house at the time. I went to his house, and I came back home, and I was just, like, you know, laying down. I was laying down, and then, like, I just had this urge to go to the bathroom. I had really bad cramps. I didn't feel good, and I was having a miscarriage. I went to the hospital, everything, did what I needed to do in regards to the miscarriage. I came home. I was bleeding. I came home, and I had like a box of pads, and I was just laying down in my bed. My sister came, because I put the pads on the dresser. She came in the room. I guess she seen the pads, and then she just walked out of the room laughing right after. And then later on that day, that night, the next day, Like the day after that, it was just little slick comments, kikiing, laughing every time they see me. No matter what I was doing, like they just had something, like they looking at me with these stink attitudes, and then they started to say, they would laugh and say, oh, a B want to be pregnant so bad. I wouldn't say nothing. I continued to not say something to the point where I was literally fed up. So, okay, fast forward now to the day of the incident, February 13th, 2020. The day before Valentine's Day, I was getting cute, getting my nails done, getting my hair done, because I had plans to be with my man. And I would use my stepmom's car. I had her car for the day. She let me hold her car for the day. And my younger sister got in trouble, y'all. Like, she got in trouble. So my stepmom's like, can you pick her up? And stuff like that, because like she's in trouble. I picked her up. She was with me. We went to go get my hair done. I had my hair done for about 2 hours before everything happened. I only had my hair done for 2 hours. I picked her up. We're at the hair place, got my hair done, and then I went home. And when I got home, both of my sisters were there. They asked for the car keys to my stepmom's car. I gave them the car keys and they left. I didn't know they weren't supposed to have the car. Literally 2-3 minutes later, my stepmom's calling like, hey, where are you? I'm like, I'm ready. I'm on my way home. She wanted to talk to her daughter about getting in trouble. I'm like, we're home. We just got here. I gave them the car keys. They left. And she's like, who said that they could have my car? And I was like, I didn't know they were not supposed to have the car. So they came home and my older sister was mad. So February 13th, the actual day of the incident, I came home from getting my hair done. My stepmom called me and was like, oh, where am I with the car, stuff like that. I told her I was home, but I had gave my sister, my younger sister, my older sister, the car keys to go somewhere. I don't know where they went. And she was like, oh, well, who said they could have my car? I was like, I didn't know. So she ended up getting off the phone with me, calling them. I don't know what she said to them, but she came home. They literally was right behind her. Like a couple minutes later, they got there, and my older sister was mad, and she was standing there, and she was like, I just want to know why you snitched. And I was like, I didn't snitch on anything. Then my older sister just standing in the door asking, why did I snitch? I'm like, I didn't snitch. So did my stepmom tell her I did not snitch. And I guess she got so mad. She went to banging on the door and was like, she wanted to fight so bad. So my stepmom walked out of the room. When I walked out behind her, my older sister just pushed me into the wall. So I went because my dad was out of town again for work. I went and I called him and I let him know, like, I gave you these multiple warnings that if they kept trying me, it was going to be a problem. So he's like, do what you got to do. So she kept saying she wanted to fight. I said, you want to fight? Okay, let's fight. I went and I tied up my hair in my room, tied up my hair, put on some sneakers, and I walked out of the room and I was like, what's up? Let's go outside. You want to fight so bad? I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I'm about to whoop your ass like you a bitch in the streets since you keep trying me. Like, nah, you trying me. I'm fed up. You want to fight? I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, because I know for a fact you can't whoop my ass. So I'm like, let's go outside. Let's go outside. She kept saying, no, run up, run up. So when I went to go walk towards her, my stepmom was like, don't hit her because she has a knife behind her back. Like, she's gonna stab you. Do not hit her. So I'm like, what you need a weapon for, little old me? Mind you, my sister is way bigger than me, way thicker than me. I'm small. Like, I've always been small. My sister's bigger than me. So I'm like, what do you need a knife for? You wanted to fight. Why you pulling out a knife if you wanted to fight so bad? Clearly you don't want to fight that bad. So I'm steady asking her, come outside, and now I'm getting mad. And she's just talking shit, and she's like, oh, I want to be pregnant so bad, and stuff like that. And then my little sister is just co-signing everything that I say. She's mimicking me, mocking me, and my older sister is just there, like, with the knife, like, talking shit. So I'm banging on the walls, I'm snapping, I'm yelling and stuff like that. And then my older sister says, oh, I bend in it like you. I stand over you while you sleep with a knife. I be wanting to slit your throat. Excuse me? Why the fuck would you say that to your sister? Like, I never in my life did anything to her that bad to make her want to say she's standing with me while I'm asleep to want to kill me. Like, what type of... That didn't make no sense to me. That hurt my feelings. I didn't even want to talk anymore. I didn't even want to fight. So I went, took a shower after I got off the phone with my cousin, telling my cousin everything, which she's calming me down. And after I take a shower, I'm laying in the bed, I'm on the phone with my cousin, we're talking. All of a sudden, my little sister just runs in the room and hits me and drags me out of the bed. Now we're fighting. We're hard down fighting. Then my older sister comes in and she's choking me from the back and stuff. And my stepmom decides to is breaking it up. As she's breaking it up, they both decide to just run out of the house. They run out of the house. I didn't know where they went. I lost my phone for a little bit. I thought they stole it. I'm looking and looking and looking for my phone. I finally find my phone and I'm calling my boyfriend. I'm like, you need to get here now. Like, they just jumped me. Like, it's about to go down. I never called my mom. Someone in my family called my mom because my stepmom was calling people and calling my dad. Like, they're over here, they're fighting, like it's getting bad. Like, you need to get somebody over here to handle this. And I don't know I don't know if she called my aunt or my dad. Then my aunt called my mom for the big thing. Like, everybody was calling everybody in my family. So I finally get my phone. I'm calling them also. They weren't answering. My sister finally calls me back, my older sister, and she's like, oh, we're downstairs, we're waiting on you. So I said, okay, like, you ain't saying nothing, I'm on my way. As I'm making my way downstairs, I get another call from my older sister. But it turns out it wasn't even her on the phone, it was her boyfriend, the one who shot me. He called and he's like, I'm downstairs, I'm waiting. Who do you call? I was like, my boyfriend, he's on the way, fuck nigga, like, he on the way. So, then I'm making it to the elevator. As soon as I made it to the elevator, my mom called me. She's like, oh, I'm on my way. They got me fucked up. They just jumped my baby. Like, I'm on the way. So I'm like, well, you better get here before I make it down these stairs because it's going down. Like, I'm about to go to jail today. Like, I tell her, I'm like, they got me fucked up. I'm going to jail. So she's like, calm down. I'm coming. I'm pulling in. I'm like, if you're not downstairs before I make it downstairs, it's a problem. I made it downstairs. My mom made it downstairs. She almost ran me over because when she came, I literally was running into the middle of the road, like just making it outside in the hallway. She stopped. She hopped out of the car. And when she hopped out of the car, the boy went to walking towards her. So she's telling him to back up. And my sisters are standing at his car on the driver's side in the back door, like in the back seat. They had the back seat door open and they're just standing there and he's in the middle of the road walking towards me and my mom. She telling him to back up, and within 10 seconds of us being downstairs, he just let shots off. Shots. As he's shooting, he shot a total of 26 times. The moment I feel like the bullets had my name on it, my mom them was not supposed to be there. My mom pulled up with my mom. It was her and my older brother. They pulled up and the bullets had my name on it. She's telling him to back up, and I'm like yelling at my sisters, like, what do y'all, come out here, get in the road, like, I need me one, like, my mama here now, like, y'all not finna jump me. So she's telling me, like, chill out, back up, like, pushing me behind her, and as she's pushing me, I'm pushing her hand down, like, move, like, get out, like, you need to get out the way, I'm trying to get in this road so I can beat some ass, is how I'm feeling. So the moment I finally pushed her hand down and I was shoulder to shoulder with her, he started shooting. It's like he was waiting to see me personally and we make eye contact for him to start shooting because there's just no possible way. The first shot went off, my mom got shot. She fell to the ground. When she fell to the ground, I fell with her, trying to figure out where she got shot at. As I'm trying to figure out where she's getting shots, I just hear pop, 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 like constantly. So now she's not responding. So now I'm trying to get myself to safety. So
I definitely got to say the older adults was not trying to diffuse stuff. Well, I ain't gonna say the older adults, because the mother, she didn't know anything, but that stepmama should have called the police when these girls started fussing and arguing and she seen the older sister with a knife. Like, none of this should have gotten the way it did. The dad should have corrected this when it first was brought to his attention that the older sister and the baby sister was bullying her, because that's what it is. Let's face the facts. They was bullying her, picking on her, and thought it was funny because she had a miscarriage. Is crazy to me. At the end of the day, this is what happens when there's nobody controlling a situation that never should have got out of hand. And what is speechless is the older sister and her are biologically sisters through their mother. Like, they hadn't been raised in the same house, because now they living in the same house with her dad. That's not the older sister's dad. So I'm so confused how that even happened, where these two girls are like going back and forth about something that should have been diffused, to the point where one sister talking about killing the other sister. This is crazy, but it was bullying. And I'm a firm believer of, if you keep poking the bear, he's going to attack. And that's what happened, and everything went left after that. Why would you call your boyfriend when he doesn't have, like, that's not his blood? Just because you upset and mad at your blood right now doesn't mean that other person that's not blood is going to take it the same way. Not at all. And now old boy is shooting.
So now I'm trying to get myself to safety. So I'm crawling on the floor. Can't see because it's dark outside. I'm crawling on the floor, and I crawled to like my stepmom's car. I'm leaning on her car, like on my knees, trying to get under the car, to crawl under the car. He's shooting at the car. My entire left side got shot up. I got shot 6 times. Not only did I get shot 6 times, my mom was shot once. My older brother also got shot. And so now we're all laid out. We're all on the floor, all bleeding. My older sister comes over to me. As like everyone's coming outside and stuff like that, they're trying to figure out what's going on, calling 911. I remember my older sister coming, standing over me, and she said, "Daz, you're gonna be okay, you're not gonna die." And I see this lady, she has this flash in my face to keep me alert, and she's telling my younger sister to put pressure on one of my wounds, which I got shot in the tit here. So my little sister's putting pressure here, and I hear her saying, "I'm so sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. What are we gonna do? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And she just kept saying she's sorry. And I'm trying to stay alert. Like, the lady's like, "What's your name?" I'm telling her my name. I'm like, "My name is Desiree." I'm spelling it for her. Like, I don't want to die. Like, I'm saying, I don't want to die. And in the midst of me saying I don't want to die, I just was rolling side to side. It burned so bad. I was just saying, "That fuck nigga shot me. That fuck nigga." I could not believe. I was like, "I can't believe that fuck nigga shot me." I just kept saying that. People were like, okay, like they're trying to figure out where I got shot. I hear people saying, "Oh, she got shot in the stomach. She got shot in the stomach." I did not know exactly where I got shot at. I just know my body was on fire. I was on fire, and I was scared. I was terrified. I remember my brother, he got shot in the butt, and it went through his femur. And I remember him laying on his stomach, and I heard him whispering, like saying, "Daz, Daz." And I'm like rolling side to side, like saying, "That fuck nigga shot me. He shot me. He shot me." And then I looked over, and I seen my brother crawling towards me. So I'm trying to grab his hand, scared, like terrified. Then my cousin came, one of my favorite cousins, he came. He's like, "Daz, I'm gonna put you in my car. I'm gonna take you to the hospital." I just immediately was like, "No, please, like, don't put me in your car. If you put me in your car, I'm going to die in the back seat of your car. No." Like, it felt like paramedics took 30 minutes to get there. It felt like forever. Paramedics finally got there. I'm in the paramedics, and I'm telling them, I'm okay. As they're putting the tourniquet on my arm, I'm telling them I'm okay. And I go check on my mom, and they're like, "No, we're worried about you. She's gonna be in the other ambulance." I'm steady saying my mom, my mom, my mom. And then they're asking me my name. I'm telling them my name. I'm spelling it out. I'm like DESIREE. Like, my name is Desiree. My age, my date of birth. I'm like, please let my family be able to find me. I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to die. I remember getting to the hospital, seeing all the lights flashing as I'm getting rushed to the hospital to trauma. I'm steady screaming, that fuck nigga shot me. I can't believe he fucking shot me. Like, the fuck nigga shot me. Like, I was shocked that he shot me. Not knowing I got shot 6 times. I just was in so much shock. I had so much adrenaline. I'm on the surgery table now. The surgeon's like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, he said something. And I remember saying, fuck you. And he's like, excuse me? I'm the person that's gonna save your life. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Please, please, like, please save my life. I don't want to die. Like, please. And I woke up. I know he was saying, like, I needed 4 things of anesthesia because I had so much adrenaline. I couldn't go to sleep. I remember everything. I remember everything. I remember the moment he got in his car after he shot 26 times and drove off. I watched him drive off as I laid on that floor. I watched him drive off, and he was on the run for 5 days after the shooting. He was on the run. It is 5 days later. I'm in the hospital, don't know what's going on. Don't know my mom is dead. Well, I knew. I had a feeling that she was dead. When I woke up, my dad didn't want to tell me. He was saying that she was at another hospital. I was asking about my brother. My brother was at the same hospital as me. I had a feeling in the back of my head, but no one wanted to tell me because they didn't want anything to happen to me. They didn't know, like, the state I was in, and they didn't want me to, like, relapse or go into shock or anything like that. Like, so, and I wasn't well enough to know. But when I did find out, I took it pretty well because I already knew. I was the first person to know. Like, I knew the moment she hit that ground that she was gone. So he was in jail for a couple of days. I was in the hospital, and he ended up getting released on bond. While I'm in the hospital, he got released. He got released March 24th, 2020. My older sister's birthday. He got released on her birthday from jail. I didn't talk to my sisters. I didn't know where they were. I was in the hospital. I didn't have a phone for a while also. But yeah, he got released, and he was supposed to be in New York. He was not in New York. He was in Broward.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'm gonna show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patent it. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks. This and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I can roast, I can gas, think I'm okay at last. But I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious because you...
At the end of the day, this story should not have ended the way it ended. There's no way that she should have these videos of her mother, like, tomb where they buried her at, well, grave where they buried her at. There's no way they should be letting go balloons at a balloon release, because it should not have been this type of beef. Like, y'all was street people, like y'all was enemies on the street. Like, it was somebody that used to be your friend and now they not your friend anymore. These were your blood sisters, regardless of if it was the mama side, daddy side, whatever. Both of these girls was your blood sister. And for your oldest sister to literally call her delusional, dramatic, unnecessary boyfriend to come, knowing that his screws are loose in the first damn place, to come to get in some type of beef that had nothing to do with him, only to do with sisters, when it shouldn't have been beef in the first place. There's no way. That stepmother failed all three of y'all, because soon as she seen that older sister with that knife, she should have called the police, because she already realized that it was getting out of hand and she couldn't break it up. So why not call the police on the phone instead of calling your husband, the auntie, all of these other people that's irrelevant to a situation that's happening right now at your house? She failed all of y'all. And unfortunately, the person that suffered was you and your brother, but more importantly, your mother lost her life over trying to prevent a situation from happening that should not have been happening in the first place, but was not even happening like at her home. It was at your dad's home. The dad should have been de-escalated the situation when it already got brought to his attention that it was a whole bunch of tension in the house between the two sisters, the older and the younger sister, and you. Like, your father should have been diffused that situation. Or maybe because if you was 19 and your older sister was living there, maybe it was time for her ass to go if she can't listen and up under somebody else's roof, if she ain't want to abide by nobody else's rules. But yet she calls her boyfriend for a argument that you and her blood sister, same mother, having, and her boyfriend comes and shoot you 6 times, your brother, and kill your mother. And your mother only passed away from something that should have not even happened in the first place. Yeah, I wouldn't even trust to even go around these people anymore. Like, sisters or not, like, I don't even trust you. What your sister said when she had that knife, she meant facts. I don't understand why. Like, something ain't adding up. Why she couldn't stand you so much. Why it was so important for her to even say that she'll harm you and then call her boyfriend. Obviously, he got anger issues if she had to borrow using your phone in order to call out from work because he bust her phone up. Obviously, he don't have self-control. So why would you call this Looney Tune person to come to the house for a sibling fight? I'm confused. It might be an argument to you today, but to that other person that's not blood, it don't give a F about nobody there at all. Obviously, because he shot so many times. What I'm like confused about is how he got out after shooting 3 people and killing 1. The only thing I can think of is that older sister may have testified or something saying that, oh, she was afraid, so she called you came over there, and it was more people, like, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of people against 2 people. I don't know, but they are saying that it's more to the story. Like, maybe he got arrested later on down the line after being bailed out or whatever and out on bond. I don't know, like, because she never even finished, like, what happened to him after, you know, he wound up getting out on bond, like, what happened with his court date. So she never addressed that. I wouldn't blame her. This is hard to even talk about, you having to lose a mother and mourn a mother, all because a sister that literally is blood and have the same mother started. Like, why was y'all bullying her in the first place? It's just not adding up why the baby sister and the older sister was bullying you. It don't add up. And sometimes jealousy and stuff don't add up. Nobody don't understand why y'all practically living in the same house. I don't get it. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment. If you like this type of videos, subscribe to the channel. If you are returning, y'all know, like, comment, share, hype me up. And also, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.